Take a deep breath, relax, now push it on out.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Rob Gegner. I'm outside right now, so bear with me if it's a little windy. I'm just really feeling good. There's a breeze outside. It's still morning time. Just check out this view. It's a cool tree. It's on the roof right now. I never really get a chance to come out here and experience nature like this. So I currently live down by the shore right now, by Atlantic City. This is a little town called Margate, and it's this little peaceful town by the beach. And if you know anything about towns by the beach, they tend to get some extreme weather. Point in case, Hurricane Sandy, when it hit not too long ago, whenever that was, last year, there was a lot of devastation around here. And there was a storm last night. And that's why I'm making this video. There was a storm last night that had some pretty interesting results. So the winds were crazy, right? The tides were coming up over the shore, almost to the damage that Sandy had, but not quite. And it was just like massively windy. And at one point last night, the power went out. And the town that I'm living in right now, it's an island. So the power over the entire island and most of Atlantic City, which you know is like a very big gambling place, and there's all sorts of power grids and whatnot over there. So it was some crazy activity going on last night, and I think around like 6 o'clock the power went out, and it went out like it was out for the entire night. I think it finally came back on at like 4:30 in the morning, and I'm like, that was crazy. So I'm here with my mother, hanging out with my mother, and we had to figure out what to do. Number one, nothing was open, and we wanted to get some food. We were like, okay, cool, let's like eat some beans and salsa and some zucchini and some popcorn. So that was our dinner, and we were okay with that, you know. So, and then like we had to light candles, and our phone chargers were running low. Our phones were running low, so we had to. Oh man, we need power just in case, you know, an emergency. We need to use our phones. So we had the idea we had to manually open the garage, because the garage door was not able to be opened automatically because there was no electricity. So we had to do that and get the car, pull the car out a little bit and stay in the car. That was actually really cool. We were there for like an hour or so, just like blasting the heat because there was no heat in the house. We were just hanging out in the car, listening to the news on the radio about what was going on. And there was a phone charger that we had, a car charger that we were charging our phones and charging our backup batteries that we had, so that was good. So what's the point of all this? You need to have a solid foundation, because things are going to happen, man. Those storms are always going to happen, and it's kind of a law of nature. It's like destruction and rebirth, rebuilding. It's like that's like expansion and contraction. In the universe, it's like things are always dying and always being born. So what happens when everything crumbles? What happens when you've built this business you've been working on, or this relationship that you've been putting your heart and soul into? What happens when that crumbles, man? What happens when the storm of life comes and rains all over it and it kind of gets destroyed? Well, you gotta look to the foundation that it was built on. Was it built on truth? Was it built on love? Or was it built on competition and greed? You know, like, you can't build a house on sand and expect that to hold up. Just like you can't build a house out of straw and expect it to last and be sustainable. Just like in that little, you know, the three little pigs. The one pig builds the house out of straw, the other one builds it out of bricks. And then the big bad wolf comes along, and he huffs and he puffs as hard as he can. He goes, that's the wind of change, my friends. Like Jim Rohn says, the same wind blows on us all. The same hurricanes happen. The same big bad wolves, in whatever shape or form they come in, will always come into our lives. But you gotta be prepared. You gotta have that foundation. So it's when that happens, don't go into, oh my God, poor me, I'm such a victim. No, man. Check out your foundation and really inspect it. What is it built on? What are you building your life on? A lot of people don't have a solid foundation, and it comes down to character. What is your character? That's how you build your life. That is the foundation of your life. Your character is how you act, and think, and behave, and do things when other people aren't looking. You're not out to impress someone. Like, you can have the shiniest face. Well, that's it for now. I gotta go. Thank you.